Hey everybody, welcome back. So, I survived our storm. 4.5 days later, we finally got power, internet, and cable back. So, I am way behind on doing videos, but today we're going to do this 3-tier tray. So I'm sure you've seen it on other people's channels. And I'm just going to do a spring themed because I am going to use this as a display at the craft fairs. So, sorry about the noise. So I have already mixed up my resin. I have this in the debubbler right now. That's 6 ounces, enough for 1 tray. So I figured I would get that started. And then we'll, really, it's already got something in it. So these trays are really, really nice. So you get 3 of them and the stand, which I'll show you the stand later once we get ready to do it up. So I'm going to start with 1 tray. I don't know, I'll check and see. If I can get 2 in the frame, then we'll do 2. But what I'm going to do is we're going to put some flowers in, and we're going to probably add some little bird decals. I've also got some greenery. So I'm just going to try to make it cute. Nothing too spectacular, but we're just going to see. So I'm going to end up doing the tray clear. I haven't done a lot of clear resin pieces just because I didn't have a debubbler, but now that I do, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna put you on a brief pause. As soon as that's ready, then we will get this game on the get this show on the road. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we are back. I've picked my flowers and my little bird decals. So I'm gonna put 3 in 1 tray and then 2 in each of the other 2 trays. So I'm just gonna put those there for now, and we've got my resin all mixed. It's pretty much bubble free. So I am going to spray this mold so we can try and keep any bubbles out. So I'm going to end up doing this in 2 layers. So I'm going to pour the first layer, and then I'm gonna place the flowers, I'm gonna place the birds, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So I'm just gonna kind of go around the edges. And this mold is from Let's Resin. I did get this on Amazon. And I had it on Friday, which I had planned on doing, but I didn't have any power, and my room down here was so cold. So I mixed up 6 ounces. Realistically, I could have gone with 5. So I'm going to end up having some extra, but that's totally okay. All right, let me just get one of my micro brushes. My micro brushes finally came in, guys. Because I see a couple bubbles and I just want to be able to get them out. So hopefully I can pop them. If not, I will pick them out. So what I've done for the last 4 days, I've still got to take pictures. They're upstairs. But I have just been making UV resin jewelry. So I've got a crap load of earrings, some necklaces, because I needed something to do so that I didn't go completely stir crazy. All right, so I'm just gonna spin this around so that I can see all the sides and make sure that we've got no bubbles in there. All right. All right, so I just stopped my bubble removing machine, my Resiner's bubble remover. How can you get stuff all over your mold when you just opened it out of the dang box, guys? So we ended up getting about 22 inches of snow. That was no fun. Trees down. We were blocked in. For 2 days, we had no way in or out. That was fun. Yeah, so it has been quite the adventure, let me tell you. All right, so that looks pretty good. I got the last little bits of whatever flew in there. All right, so we're going to start with the pink ones. Now, remember when you're doing these, you're looking at the bottom of the tray. So this is the front of the flower. We have to put it in like this. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the flowers kind of run at an angle on each side so that I can have some clear spot for the birds. So we're just going to, and I want to make sure that there are no bubbles underneath there and try not to pull my petals off. All right, let me pull this out of the bag. So these are, there's like some pinks and reds, and there's all kinds of pretty ones in here, and purples. Let's put this one, oh, I gotta remember to flip them over, guys. I can already tell I'm going to end up botching this somehow, some way. All right, so this one I'm going to put on this side because it's kind of going in that direction. And I'm going to break some of the stem on this one, not all of it. Because the stem is going to be hidden behind that flower anyways. So it's not that big of a deal. All right, so let's get this other big purple one. And we're going to just place this one a little bit in a different spot than the first one, just because I don't want them to be symmetrical. Now, there are a few little bubbles poking up, but that's fine. If they don't break on their own, I will get my long neck lighter and we will pop them. So let's see. Gotta wipe these off because if not, I'm gonna get resin over everything. Now, this is my first time. I just got this tray. This is only the second time that I am attempting dried flowers, so we're just going to have to wait and see how it comes out. Because I really don't have a clue. And we're going to put this pink one right in there. And let's see. This one doesn't really look like it really matters what side. So I'll break some of the stem off. Just because I want a little bit of height. Again, there's a few bubbles. I'm hoping those will pop on their own. All right, let's get some of that. So the reason I didn't go with full epoxy is because I wanted to make sure that these flowers did not float around. So that one's a little bit long, so I'm just going to shove it down into the side. And I am kind of overlapping some because that will just make it, to me, look a little bit more realistic. All right, and that one's trying to float. Get back over here. Stay where I want you. And let's see. All right, I'm breaking the stem off this one. And again, these are so flat that you really can't tell which side is which. All right. So I don't know if these are stickers that peel off. I'm going to have to take my gloves off to see if they, or they just go down. No, I think they just lay in there. All right, so I have, all right, so these two I want facing each other. And I just want to make sure there's no bubbles underneath. So I was thinking 3, but I'm now thinking maybe 2 is going to be enough. All right. So let me take my long neck lighter. Oh, shoot. Something got touched. I'll just push that up over the green. All right. So I'm going to move this to my curing table, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so I ended up having to pull out some more flowers because the blue ones that I picked don't have as many flowers in it. So I just grabbed some other flowers so that we can, you know, kind of have it as full as the other one. Although I guess it really wouldn't matter if we'll see how it looks once we get to that, that particular portion. All right, so I gotta go this way. All right, so let's, nice bubble-free resin. I'm gonna go around the edges. But this way here, I'll be able to watch the first one. So if anything does decide it's going to try and float or move, I will be down here to get it out, get it fixed. All right. So, and I should have gloves on, especially because I am allergic to the fumes, not the actual resin, but the fumes. But there's certain things like these flowers that I just can't do them with gloves on. And I lost my other paper towel. And I ended up putting this tray on my silicone Pampered Chef mat, so that way it makes it easier for me to pick it up and move it when it's time. Get a wipe because I spilled a little bit of resin over here, so I want to clean that. And if I clean it now, it's just going to clean so much better. All right. And I see a trapped bubble right down in here. Get it out, get out. Thank you. And let's oh my God, where is this little fuzzy stuff coming from? All right, so I don't see any more trapped bubbles, let's hope. All right, so I'm hoping these are not too thick. So I'm gonna put these down first. Now, I could have cut more of the stem off, but, you know, in nature there are stems on the leaves, so. But I am going to take this piece off. Let me get another pair of tweezers. All right. So now let me break some off the other one because it's going to look different. For some reason, these ones are wanting to stick up more than the other side. Let me flip these. There, those are laying a little bit better. So they're just being a little difficult. All right. Clean these tweezers off. And let's go in. So maybe in this one, maybe I will put more of the birds. I wanted one tray with like 3 birds, and so this might be the one. Just tucking that under a little bit. These ones are really, really thin. I don't know. I think we're gonna make this work pretty good. Let's see. We'll do that way. Once that thickens up a little bit, I can push those ones down. Kind of have that one going that way. All right. All right. And let me get the birds in, and then we'll decide if we need more flowers. And that's what happens when you have sticky hands. Break those bubbles. Get that bubble out from underneath there. Come on, there we go. And we can put, get a couple of pink ones. I just want them to be a little bit different than each other. Because I'm going to use this one as a display rack at my upcoming craft fair. So, and I don't know if you can buy just the stand on its own yet. I know other people have been wondering too. So if anybody knows, could you please put it in the comments? And I also want to thank all of my new channel members and everyone that has subscribed. It really means a lot to me. All right, let's get some of these, like, these ones are really pretty. They're kind of like a pansy kind of flower. All right. I think we're going to call this one done. I am kind of really digging this one. All right. I just don't like how this is sticking up, so I'm gonna break that off because I think it's just gonna be a living nightmare for me down the road. All right, let me fix these again. There we go. Oh, much better, much better. All right. So I'm just going to fiddle with these just a little bit. We're going to get these underneath. I'm going to pop any bubbles I see, and I will be right back, and we will do the last tray. Alrighty, this is the last one. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to spritz alcohol. I do have a new table that I ordered. It's going to be bigger, so I will have more room on my desk to be able to do projects on, because this is just like a 2-foot piece, and it's a little bit small when I'm trying to do like something like this with 3 different all right, so I want to get this poured because this is getting warm. So I mixed up 18 ounces. Each of these trays take 11 ounces. So I mixed up 18 ounces, and I didn't put all of it in. I will see after if I can add some more to it as they've been sitting there a little bit and everything is kind of in its place. Wow, and this one here, I am not seeing, oh, one trap bubble right down here. Two of the little buggers. Get out of there. That's the one thing with these molds that you can see through. I mean, I'm sure I've missed a few, but hopefully I didn't, and we have a good result. All right, let me wash the stickies off my hands. And this one's going to be with some yellow flowers. Come on. I know, I don't do anything the easy way, guys. I just don't. And I will probably grab some other flowers just to add in around here. Just a few little pieces. I might as well stick those in somewhere. All right. And let me just, this one has some that's a nice orange. I just wanted them kind of like spring-like. Stick some of these orange. Like I said, I just want them to be a little bit different from each other. All right, so let's put our birds in and then see where we're at. So this one has 3 and 2. So and I'm going to pop him underneath the greenery, if I can. And there we go. Try to walk out any bubbles. And this one we will slide underneath here. So I think that'll be cute. So I was going to work on 2 videos today, but I ended up watching the eclipse. So I will be working on getting some more videos out real soon. I've got a couple of cool project things that I've got in my mind. So, yeah. Alrighty. So we're going to leave this, and I will be back when this layer is cured, and we're just going to top coat it with clear. I will probably put some sort of little sprinkle or something in there just to kind of give it a little shimmer. So yeah, we will be back, guys. All right, I don't know what happened. My camera lost the video, so I started over. I poured these at like 11:30 this morning, and it is now 7:25. Only 2 would fit on my heat mat at a time, so I could only do 2, and then I did the other 2. I am dying to see this, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm not seeing any, maybe a few micro bubbles, but nothing major. All right. So we've got one. I'm gonna open them all, and then I'm gonna flip them over. As bad as I want to know what they look like. So I'm just kind of releasing the edges. I'm like, they don't know how to pour clear resin. So I'm just gonna pour it and I would have done this earlier, but I had to pick my granddaughter up at work, so I'm like, ugh. All right. I did look today to see if you could buy just the tray, and I have not seen it yet. But this is also a fairly new mold. This one here is still a little bit warm. This was the last one that I put on the heat mat. Come on, release. So this one might still be a little bendy, but we're gonna get it demolded and see. Yeah, this one's still a little bendy, but all right. Oh my gosh. And whatever that noise is you hear, it's just my ice maker. We're making ice. We have a commercial ice maker, so I apologize for the noise. All right. Are we ready? Oh my gosh. Oh, look. All right, I gotta move these out of the way. Look at how pretty. So there are just a few little micro bubbles. I can totally deal with that. I think this is one of my best pieces yet. So I'm just going to set it on the tray over to the side, and then I'll show you what it looks like all together. OMG. And I've pretty much, there's no trimming that I need to do on these. Wow. Wow, look at how stunning these came out. So again, there's a few little micro bubbles, nothing I mean, there's no like imperfections on the outside, so I can totally, totally deal with that. Oh my gosh, is this pretty. All right, so this is, all right, let me try to move this up. I apologize. If this makes anybody dizzy. But this is the tray. It went together really, really easy, guys. You basically stand the two outside pieces up. You put your other ones on. And then there's a little support down here that you put on. No tools needed. Nothing. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. I am in love with this. Okay, so that is the tray. Let me grab a little light base, if I can remember where I put them. I think they're right here. Okay. So, and this is just a USB. All right, I gotta unplug one light in order to, oh, come on. All right. There's got to be a way to make it stay on one color, but I am not 100% sure. Hang on, let me yell up and see if my husband can shut the light off for 5 minutes. Hey, hon, can you shut the light off and just stand there for a few minutes until I tell you to turn it back on? Please and thank you. All right, hang on. I've just got to shut my other light off. All right. So this is what our little bear looks like. Oh my God, he is so cute. That would make a perfect little nightlight for somebody's room. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, you can turn it on. Thank you. All right, there we go. So there are like little micro bubbles in his body that you can probably see, which I don't mind because it kind of gives him a little bit of character. Look at that. So yeah, this is the faceted one. I could put eyes on him, but there's really like no spot to do that. But yeah, that is our little bear. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I am going to be starting on, it's going to be a fairly large project, but I think it's going to be really fun. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, hit subscribe, like, share, all the things. I totally appreciate all of you. And one last little look at our tray. Look at how stinking cute that is. Alrighty, guys. Have a great night, and thank you for joining. Bye.